ETC BitGold series, the threat of monetary policy changes. The idea of integrating BitGold into Ethereum Classic ETC stems from some perceived lingering risks that still hang over proof of work blockchains. BitGold solves all of these risks. The risks are 1. Possible monetary policy changes by the network ecosystems. 2. Whether fees will pay for the security budgets. 3. Whether the native coins will always be used to pay for transaction fees. In this post, we will explain the threat of monetary policy changes and how BitGold fixes it. In future posts, we will explain the other two risks. What is BitGold? The idea of BitGold was born in early 1998 when Nick Szabo, a blockchain pioneer, realized that computing proof of work could be used to create an analogy of gold but in cyberspace. If computers can do a lot of work spending a lot of energy to create a cryptographic stamp or hash, and that hash is proof that the work was done, then their hash is similar to an ounce of gold but in cyberspace. If we think about it, gold is very difficult to extract from nature. This is why it is scarce and valuable as a monetary asset. If this is the case, then an ounce of gold is a proof that gold miners in the real world did a lot of work to extract it. Similarly, proof of work hashes are scarce and very difficult to produce, hence the analogy with gold in the real world. This is why these computer hashes are called BitGold. What are Bitcoin and ETC? Why are Bitcoin and ETC not BitGold? However, the idea of BitGold was never implemented for several reasons. The first reason was that each proof of work hash is not equal to the other. This means that they are not fungible. This is because as time passes by, computer technology evolves and becomes more efficient. Thus, older BitGold hashes may have used less computer power and newer ones much more. Inversely, older BitGold hashes may acquire more value because of their history, and newer ones may be less valuable subjectively in the market. For these reasons, BitGold needed a market inside the blockchain for users to be able to price them and find out their relative values. But when Bitcoin BTC was invented in 2009, the technology for decentralized exchanges did not exist yet. And when ETC was created, it was launched using the same design as BTC. The coins in Bitcoin and ETC are community fiat money. The idea of the original design of BitGold was that the proof of work hashes would be grouped into bundles of equal value so they would become standardized, similar to gold bars in the real world. Then these BitGold bundles would be used to issue cryptocurrencies backed by the BitGold. This is the design in Bitcoin and ETC, but much simplified. Bitcoin and ETC obtain the block hashes created by means of proof of work from the miners, and then they issue artificially created coins called BTC or ETC, but they are just tokens printed to pay for miners' work. They are not the actual BitGold. This is why I call the coins in Bitcoin and ETC community fiat money. The BitGold hashes are actually buried in the blockchains in the form of block hashes. The monetary policy is only a software parameter. The reason I use the term community fiat money is because the monetary policies in Bitcoin and ETC are rules established by the blockchain communities, similar to how monetary policies are established by the government. These monetary rules were encoded in their protocols in the form of software parameters. For example, in Bitcoin, the parameters were print 50 BTC per block and credit it to the miner's account, and every 210,000 blocks reduce that payment by 50%. In ETC, the policy was print 5 ETC per block and credit it to the miner's account, and every 5 million blocks reduce that payment by 20%. Therefore, it could be changed. The point of pointing out the fact that BTC and ETC supplies are set just by software is that the creation of the coins is a matter of a trivial software change, not a brute force using energy as are the block hashes. This does not mean that actually implementing these software changes would be easy. It will certainly not be. It will certainly not be. And even we note to our readers that there are barriers in the social layers of these systems to implementing bad changes, such as modifications to their monetary policies. However, the idea that it may happen is not far-fetched either. Ethereum changed its monetary policy 6 times since inception, and several of these occurred when it was a proof-of-work blockchain. Ethereum Classic changed its monetary policy once in 2017 after the separation crisis from Ethereum. However, BitGold is perpetual digital gold. So, the permanent solution to this lingering risk is to transform ETC into a BitGold blockchain. By producing block hashes, miners would perpetually be producing digital gold. Just like gold miners in the real world constantly produce more gold every year and have been doing this for 6,000 years. Indeed, the ratio of gold production to the global stock of gold is around 1.7%. This means that gold has a dilution rate, sometimes called inflation rate, of 1.7% per year. It would be very probable that a perpetual mechanism that would create BitGold in ETC would also settle around these ratios. The important thing is that no possibility of changing the monetary policy would exist because with BitGold, ETC would stop depending on a software parameter for its monetary supply, but exclusively on the physical work done by ETC miners. Thank you for watching this Ethereum Classic video. To learn more about ETC, please go to ethereumclassic.org. Thank you very much.